Howdy all and welcome to Lex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Alright, so I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is I think Aelin Shear is still alive. Yay, look at her standing over there. No, that's not the good news. The good news is I think we're probably going to fight the boss fight today. The bad news is my last recording recorded with no sound, and I just, yeah, no sound. Basically, I just fought a boss battle, and that Kerr guy who I stopped at or at the end of the last episode, he wasn't that tough of a fight. I defeated him. They told me I had to come in here and finish this off. They did tell me that... okay, when I came in here, Aelin was standing over the body of that other guy that she was with, that little gnome guy, Ventrilio, or whatever his name is. And she had killed him because she said he went crazy and was talking about trying to harness the power of Tirnoch. Aelin has since revealed that she and I are agents of something, and that we are trying to make sure that nobody knows about Tirnoch or how to release Tirnoch or any of that stuff. Tirnoch is a dragon, and so I am about to head into Gadflow's castle where he has Tirnoch. I may or may not have already fought Gadflow once. I'm not sure where this saved game is at, so I don't have anything at the point I'm willing to play. I have some earlier saved games, but they are from months ago, and I'm not going through all this again. So you're just going to have to miss out on the fight with Kerr, and that's pretty much it. There's a bunch of some pretty large groups of guys attacking, but I would say this is... Oh, there's the dragon.
Full of fate. What have you brought? What have you brought?
So this is after I fought the Gadflow illusion. I didn't know it was an illusion, so I, used my special abilities. That's why they're empty. How was I supposed to know? Oh, now we go to Amethyst. So yeah,
Tirnoch's eyes upon us.
The dragon keeps spawning fake ghosts and making... Well, not the little dudes that I spawn, but...
You've used your power well.
You'll see right here.
Let's have a taste, shall we? Have a taste.
They're not very strong, so I'm not particularly worried about them.
She just tore out a part of the fates you've stolen and turned it against you. Perhaps it is not inaccurate to think of her as a god.
Well, you said she was a dragon, so I'm gonna go with dragon. Oh, chest. Maybe we can get some good loots in here. Oh, almost got the first try. Ebony scepters. Yeah, I don't wear any of that. Ooh, I did put on some new robes. They had high defense. They had a lower innate defense, but they add to your defense, so I'm not sure if the plus defense is extra beyond what they had listed, or if it's inside of, I don't know. I can show you what I mean, I guess. Armor. 8 critical, 8 critical, 8 damage. Oh yeah, that's much better. 8 critical to hit. Right here. So these are 257, right? It's 30 mana regen, 80 health. This says it's 251, but it's got 30% mana regen and plus 35 armor. So I don't know if the plus 35 armor is in addition to the 251 or included in the 251. Either way, they were pretty close, and so I thought it would be a good idea if that is in addition to. Alright, is this better than what I'm using? Not even close. Why would I switch to something that's not even close? And I don't use chakrams normally anyways. They don't stop the bad guys like the staff does. All these ones got funny jump back to them.
Imprisoned here since before your
I like the echoey sound it's got going.
This is your end.
They do great damage.
We cannot
They
let
just
Gadflow free Tirnoch.
they don't have the knockback. Oh, look, staves. So I've been wandering around this place, and there's all this Prismeer gear you see on the walls. This is the first place that's had a Prismeer staff. Now, let's see what this thing's got. Really? That's it? At 118? That's terrible. The one I've got is 157, and it does extra 15 damage versus Tuatha. Although this one here is 164 and does lightning damage. And we're about to face a dragon maybe, but this does extra damage to Tuatha, so Gadflow would be Tuatha, so I guess I'm going to stick with the one that will fight Gadflow, right? And that makes sense? That makes sense to me. And all this time, all the Prismeer is white in this entire... Yeah, see, look, here's the shield, daggers. Up here is swords and shields.
But he is not free.
Yeah, I'm not gonna set you free. Direct. Well, if I do, I'm gonna fight you.
Listen, you're the only one who has the power to stop her.
I'm gonna calm down. And then we switch back to red. So
When you first came to the death road,
let's go. Come on.
and you were so eager to play your role.
Chakram. I think I still prefer staff.
You chose this? What does she mean by that?
I have no idea. How many Prismeer picks do I have? I still got 5. This is an average. We'll save the Prismeers for any more hard or very hards. Wicked Sabatons. Those are Might Prismeer Gauntlets. Ooh. Also Might Buckler of Elixir. None of that is stuff I can wear. Prismeer stuff everywhere down in here. Ooh, here we go. Archmage's Helm. Archmages. I'm an Archmage. Why would... That's a terrible... It's a melee helmet. Look at that. Might 39. That's just dumb. That is bad. Whoever named that thing...
I gave you freedom. And now you will betray and mine.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Only you have the power to reseal Tirnoch inside the Amethyst.
Why?
I must keep the secret of her existence from the world. Once Tirnoch is pushed back into her prison, these caverns must be sealed.
Right.
But that leaves one question. Can I trust you to keep Tirnoch's secret?
Yes.
That is excellent. After all that you've done, it would have been a shame for you to die a second time. If you do escape, I will be watching you. And know this. Anyone who learns the truth of what happens here, I will silence myself. Go. Stop Tirnoch from fully entering this world. But remember, my blades will always be at your back.
Thanks,
This way.
Aelin. This way sounds scary, though. The throne room.
There's no turning back now.
There's always time to turn back. Right up until the moment you enter that fight. I could turn around. I could use the world map and... Oh no, you can't world map from inside the dungeon.
Fade Weaver, bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world. Seal the fate of your world.
Where's Gadflow?
It's time to choose your fate.
Let me save my game. Oh, I'm in combat, it says. Here we go. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Amethyst lies beyond. This is where the dragon will breach the veil.
Come forward, mortals. Behold the birth of Tirnoch. Attend your final hour.
My fate does not lie beyond those doors. You alone may change what is to come. Go!
Ooh.
Ah, yes. Welcome back, mortal.
Thanks.
How does it feel, I wonder, to return to this place? Does the pain of your death still linger?
I have no idea, don't remember it.
Can you feel it echo through the air? And now, in this place, you shall witness the birth of Tirnoch, the destruction of the Alpha, and the dawn of the endless winter.
You look pretty drained of life there, buddy.
She comes. Tirnoch the powerful. Tirnoch the merciful.
The merciful.
Qualla fella Tirnoch. Qualla sera Tirnoch.
Shouldn't I be attacking to stop this? Whoa. Tirnoch is huge.
Tirnoch? Have I done well, lady? Are you pleased? Is it... did I...
You have served your purpose.
But I have so much more to give.
And now, fateless one, you shall serve yours. Give yourself to me. Give yourself to me.
I choose no. Alright, what do we gotta do here?
10,000 years in this prison. Free.
I have not done any damage to Tirnoch yet. Boney, there's a guy over here. Boney. Oh, ow, oh man, Tirnoch hit me one time and killed me. How far back is this save?
There's no turning back now.
Right. I didn't see a way to hit Tirnoch.
Bring me your power. Sacrifice yourself and seal the fate of your world.
It's time to choose your fate.
Yep. Let's do this.
Give yourself to me.
Let's see. Yeah, you know what? There are no Tuatha. And I want to go ahead and do health regen and damage boost.
So much power. To free me.
Quick, get her while she's here. Quick. Weird. I'm not sure when and where and how to even hit her. So we got a dragon, I don't know how to hit. I got some more crystals here. Pony, it'd be awesome if you'd get over here and... Oh, that hit your knock. How?
So your world's fate will be mine.
Okay. I apparently had to go into reckoning mode. And then we jump to a new place.
Yes, struggle. Yes, fight, and die.
Alright, we got this. I can handle this. I need to switch to my staff though. Oh no! Dang it! Tirnoch. No, I got this figured out now. Alright, so Reckoning is used to bumper.
There's no turning back now.
And then we just gotta fight on each platform. until we have enough reckoning.
Come fade with. Bring me.
Alright, can I save my game here? Good. That way I don't
Sacrifice
have
yourself and seal the fate of your world.
to go through here twice. Can I save here? Awesome. That's even closer.
It's time to choose your fate.
Yep, let's go. Skip the cinematic. I already have a reckoning ready to go. It didn't work. I just wasted an entire reckoning for no reason. Moni. Come on. I couldn't move because they wouldn't cast my spell. I told him to cast a spell and my guy just stood there not casting. No, I don't want to switch to casual mode. This fight is not that hard.
It's time to choose your fate.
It's camera angles and control systems, and the fact that I used my reckoning. Oh, she just drained my reckoning there anyways. I guess that wasn't. Get him, boy. Alright, give me another guy out here. Come on, Tirnoch, get me another guy out here. Yep, there we go. That was close. I like that it goes all slow motion, but I can't do anything about it.
Everything you are and could have been is mine.
Come on, I need one more here. Dude. You think this pool over here is, reckoning? Or fate, I guess. Wait, don't I have a bunch of fate stuff saved up? I think I've got fate stuff I can use to fill up my fate bar, actually. Okay, here we go. And then we use that. And then we do stuff like this. Yeah, that bumped a nice bit off. And then we get away from the edge. And then we go into our inventory. Wait, yeah, inventory. Consumables. Oh no, there aren't any consumables here. I thought I had some fate consumables. Did I use them? Did I get rid of them? Yeah, I don't even see them in here. They're gone. I swear I had this, yeah, there's nothing. Here, let's do that, and let's do that so we can get through this faster. Alright, you guys. Whoa, you shot the guy behind the guy that was in front of you there. You aware of that? And then you just shot at nothing, so that's awesome. Ooh, and then there's a little fake guy flying around now. Well, alright, I need another round. Yeah, you blew on me. It's kind of gross. Come on, give me some more guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna get any closer. I don't want to get killed by your horn, so. Oh, you know what? So, my game isn't saved with the best weapon equipped. Primary. Sorrow. I don't care if the other guy's dead, so. Apocalypse.
You are nothing but...
Get away from the edge. Oh, she breathed fire on me. Let me go ahead and use Apocalypse skill here to bring these guys down a little bit here. Oh, that's a fate. I was trying to kill a little fate guy. There you go, Tirnoch. Should be able to get one more attack. We're gonna need to finish her off. Run before she horns you. Alright, here we go. I want inventory, consumables, I want the master health regen, I want my greater damage boost again. Oh, those are crazy spells. Guess what? Here it comes, lady. Oh, right into her mouth. I don't think that's sealed. I just put a hole through her head. I win!
How could we have known that this would be a new beginning? I wonder now if we should have foreseen this outcome, but who knew then what fate would bring? I would have liked to have delivered this message in person, to see you one final time. That, however, would have been complicated. The order to which I belong had other plans. Were you ever to leave the crystalline fortress? When it comes to you, though, it seems no fate is written in stone. It was only through my assurances that your silence could be counted upon that either one of us still draws breath. I trust you will not make of me a liar. Were stories of what we have seen to begin to surface in the inns and taverns of Amalur, I would be asked to seek you out. And as we both know, the next time you die, there will be no return. But let us not speak of this. Your life is your own. Go now, and see what fate may bring you, or what fate you may bring. Perhaps one day in happier times, you and I will meet again. Until that day, I remain yours, Aelin Share.
Cool. Alright, so that was Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. There is an expansion, and I'll probably move on to that next. So, thoughts on the game. It was okay. It's not really... I like a game with a little more complexity to it. And especially for a game that was supposed to be the precursor to an MMO, this seems a bit weak. I really like my games to be more complicated. It looked okay. It came out the same time as Oblivion, maybe, or Skyrim. I forget which one. I'm gonna say Skyrim, I think. And so they're similar kinds of games, right? They're both action RPGs, but Skyrim is, to me, a far superior game to this. Company, of course, has gone out of business that made this game, and they never made their MMO. But I don't know. It's very weird that every single character you come across hates you, basically. Everybody looks down on you. Everybody in this game, and they just constantly are like yelling at you. Nobody. Like, there's maybe 2 people in the entire game that are nice, that want your help. Everybody else just is ordering you around, and like, there's no way you could do this. You know, we tried. We couldn't do it. So there's no way you can do it. Not even like, yeah, go. I guess toward the end, after you defeated Baylor, there were a few people that were like, oh, look, it's the hero of Melsenshire. But yeah, a lot of dustling and stuff like that. So I don't know. And then it felt very disjointed for a game that's supposed to be at war. The storyline when it starts is the opening cinematic is that they are at war with Gadflow, and they are losing, and they're about to all be wiped out. And so yeah, here's the big names right here to look at: Kurt Schilling, baseball player, Todd McFarlane, and R.A. Salvatore. Todd McFarlane is the comic book artist who created Spawn. He is considered one of the people who made Spider-Man look cool. And he bought like the baseballs when McGuire and Sosa, maybe, I'm not really a sports person, were doing the breaking the world record stuff. And so the artwork definitely looks like something he would do. I'm just disappointed there wasn't more of it. Kurt Schilling was a baseball player. He's really into EverQuest 2. His character was in the game for a while. I don't know if he's still there or not. But I know that they got like $70 million loan or something from the state of Maine or Massachusetts, wherever the game company was, and then went out of business and defaulted on all that. But R.A. Salvatore is the guy who writes the Drizzt Do'Urden books. And, his stuff is pretty good. I've read that he put like 10,000 hours of... He has written 10,000 hours of history and backstory and story for this game and the MMO. And so it's very weird to me that the story starts off talking about this great war, and then you play almost the entire game without ever mentioning the fact that there's a war. There were some parts that could have been a cool story, like you come across people who are infected with Prismere, and that could have been a great story to follow, but they're so few and far between that it doesn't even connect. And so it's just really, really disjointed story. Honestly, if you just took the first part, the opening cinematic, and a couple of bits from the middle, and the end, that was the one story. I mean, you died, you came back at the Well of Souls, Gadflow's people attack, which is the very beginning of the game, and then you never see Gadflow's people again for ages. And there was like a one of the Fae was infected, and they talked a little bit about with her. And then in the middle of the game, you came across the first of the chantries where Gadflow is speaking to his people. And then you come across like your first Prismere troll somewhere in the middle there too. And then you never see the Prismere stuff really again until way later. About right around halfway through the game, you run into your first, quote, refugees. And really it's just a big empty zone with a couple of groups who are supposed to be refugees. And, it just didn't feel like a war to me. At the end it did. There were so many guys in some of the spots at the end. It actually felt like groups of soldiers attacking me. But up until that point, you fight everybody in ones and twos. The combat system was okay. I don't like combat systems where you are always stunned and you can't stun the bad guys. This one, if I could get a stun cycle started, I could keep guys locked down the entire fight. But I could not cast a spell while being hit. And you can't dodge while being hit, and you can't bring up your shield while being hit. So once I was hit, not even with a spell or a special ability or anything, once I was hit, as long as they could keep hitting me, there was nothing I could do to stop it, and I didn't like that. There was the one point in there where I was standing in the water, and it was deep enough that my guy was in his swimming motion, and I could not fight back, and I was killed over and over trying to get out of the water. That was really irritating to me. What else? The artwork was okay. I'm not a really big fan of the over-exaggerated look to things. And I was really disappointed that we just basically rehashed the same creatures over and over again. Brownies were just brownies through the whole game, and sprites were sprites through the whole game, and how many different versions of the Mergans did we have? Some of this, I think some of the issues I have with the game stem from the fact that it was designed to be an MMO, and MMOs have a limit on... all games have a limit, but because it didn't set up to have creatures from zone to zone, it just had the same creatures through the whole game. And so the same Tuatha guys you fought at the beginning of the game were the Tuatha guys you fight at the end. The spiders were spiders all the way through. So once you met a creature for the first time, there were no changes after that, basically. And so that was a little disappointing. I pretty much spent the entire game killing wolves, trolls, and Mergen and spiders. And that was the entire game. And so I would have liked some variation. New Twist of Fate awarded. Destiny Defiant. You defeated Tirnoch and ended the Crystal War. The enormity of these events will resound throughout Amalur forever. As a result of your actions, the world is now free from the constraints of merciless fate. Look, I got extra 5% damage, 5% damage resistance, 10 mana, 10 health, and I am not sure where I'm at. I think I'm in the Gnome City, maybe?
Well, well, awake at last. You gave us quite a scare. But you're here and the war's all but over. So who are we to complain? I was hoping you could tell us. Sidon and I were fighting a few remaining stragglers when all of a sudden they started this unholy wailing. I guess you must have killed Gadflow, because the Tuatha started screaming and ran away. There are still a few diehards, but they don't have the fire in them, you know?
Right.
Wasn't much longer before Aelin showed up carrying you over her shoulder.
Ooh, Aelin saved me.
Told me to watch over you, make sure you were okay. She left some kind of note for you, but I know better than to read a private message from the likes of her. There are still Tuatha who refuse to surrender, but yes, the war is ended. You should have seen the parade in Rathir.
Good, I
As
missed
for
the
what's
parade.
next, well, that's a tough question. See, a lot of the soldiers asked me for readings after the fighting ended, and
You
try
can't
as
read
I
any
might,
fates.
I can't see a fate for any of us. Good? Perhaps. Freedom is a blessing. And a curse.
Oh no, I
If
listened to
fate
those
truly
Fae
no
long
longer
enough.
holds
They don't
sway over
deserve
us,
to know their future.
only time will tell if it is for good or ill. But regardless of what happens, Amalur and its people remain because of you. And no matter where your path leads, never forget, a person is defined by his actions. Who you are is up to you, and you alone. Go, my friend. Enjoy this world and all of its splendors. You've earned it.
Alright, we have gone up a level. Let me grab my level real quick, and then I'll continue with my thoughts. I'm going to put my points into dispelling. And then we're going to jump over here to sorcery. I can finish off my shield. Finished. I think the only thing I've got left to put points into is Scepter Mastery and Healing, so I guess I'll start putting points into Healing Mastery. And I'm the Archmage still. Alright, so... Oh, there was a new quest? No, there are no new quests. I've completed 165 quests. Other things. I didn't like the looting system in the game at all. The looting was just weird, and I would get a staff way early and then just use the same staff over and over forever. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything in there. And I wanted to see this note from Aelin. Where's the note from Aelin? Is that the one she knocked on the door there with her dagger out for everybody to read?
Good morning, sir.
I see no note. I guess the note is the thing that we already heard. Where are we at, though? Is this my place in... I don't know where this is at. I have to step outside. Oh, we're in Rathir. I wasn't aware I had a place in Rathir. Interesting. I felt the loot could have been handled better and maybe more varied. I mean, if we look at like just the armor, I mean everything had the same stats practically until like maybe it might be not the good stuff that I'm wearing now, but the stuff that just like the robes, right? I mean, look at that. I never got anything better than this right here. These 30 mana regen. Everything was mana regen the whole way through. That's it. Never found a better robe. Who knows how long I've been wearing these hand wraps or these sandals. I barely use these. The other thing, alchemy probably would have helped me a little bit. I could have used probably damage boosters more often, and there were a couple of times I ran out of healing spells, you know, that kind of stuff. But I never found
Welcome to Rathir, sir.
I never found the socketing of gems to be useful because none of the gear that was worth using had sockets. I mean, none of this has sockets. So you'd get a staff, right, which is my favorite weapon, that had terrible damage on it compared to what I was using, and so I don't understand why maybe sockets could have been done better. And then you could have wound up with some sockets that actually meant something. But yeah, I never used the socketing at all. Even though I'm max level in it, I never used it. Never used crafting. Maybe if I'd have crafted things, it could have been better. But then I would have had to have done...
The City Watch never rests.
I guess I could have gone all crafting and skipped out on, like, I don't know. I probably could have done without some of the lockpicking points I put in there, because lockpicking was pretty easy, but there's no way you could get all the way through, like blacksmithing. I bet blacksmithing's really useful for, like a warrior, but I played a mage, and very little loot for mages. A lot of stuff was for scouts and the other two, the scouts and the warriors. But yeah, it was an alright game. It wasn't amazing, and you know,
I don't believe my eyes.
like I said, I will see about I will see about the expansion. Let me see if I can save my game here and exit this without it stopping on us. Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. Teeth of Naros DLC is listed here. But so I will look into the Teeth of Naros DLC or whatever other downloadable content they have. I'm not going to click on it because it's going to go into my account stuff. Yeah, so I enjoyed it. It was a okay game. Not amazing, just okay. So click like if you like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.